And we're on. All right, so I've been trying to start this a number of times, and it's been horrible. But anyways, hey guys, welcome to Modern Life for the 70s Mind. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to check out my video. If you have a chance, give me a thumbs up if you like what you're watching, and if you would subscribe to my channel, that'd be even better. And if you can, just take a quick glance at my Patreon page. There's some interesting and fun things there. If you know me, you know I love reacting to new and unique things. And I've been assured by you guys that this one fits the bill. The song is Skyrim. Now, I want everyone to be patient with me here. This has to do with apparently some popular video game that I believe has been around for a long time. Right up front, I am not a gamer. I know nothing about games. One of the last video games I played, I think, was called Pac-Man. And before that was probably a game called Pong with 2 lines and a dot. So I'm just not a gamer. I've never really had a lot of interest in it. So if I say something that doesn't make sense to you gamers, be nice to this old guy. He's trying. Apparently there's 2 people involved in this project. One is Lindsey Stirling, who I'm familiar with. I think she became probably best known for all of her dancing that she does while playing the violin, although not taking away from her playing. She's very good at the violin. The other person is somebody I just recently became familiar with, is Peter Hollens. Mm-hmm. He is a wonderful singer. I was introduced to him just last month when I did the Christmas in July segment, and he had a song called December Song, which was wonderful. I'll definitely be playing that when Christmas time comes around again. So that's the extent of what I know about these 2. So let me get my headphones on, and we're going to listen to Skyrim and see what this is about. Hold on. All right, so I'm looking forward to this. I've had a good number of requests for this. There were 2 of them, 2 songs from these 2 artists that you guys had requested. It was this one, and one is Game of Thrones. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, but there were a few more requests for this one. So I'll start out with this one, and I'm probably going to attack that Game of Thrones one at another point because I want to hear that as well, because that I do know a little bit about. So, all right, let's get going. This is Lindsey Stirling and Peter Hollens singing Skyrim. Oh, wait a minute. All right. That was quick. That might be the quickest stop I've ever had. Apparently, this song was made by the 2 that I mentioned, but there were 120 tracks. How is that even possible in a studio? That sounds nuts. It kind of sounds like it resembles my computer desktop, because it's a big mess, and that's probably what it was when you're taking 120 tracks and layering them on each other. That just sounds insane. I kind of did some. I'll make this really quick, I swear. When I was a young kid, I had 2 small with a 3-inch reel-to-reel tape recorders, and I had 2 of them, and I was learning to play guitar, and I wrote some lyrics, and I kind of strummed it on my guitar. And then I used something as a drum. I mean, anything can be a drum. And I started recording it, and I did start layering it, but it sounded so incredibly bad. But, you know, I would give anything to have that recording now, because that would be fun to listen to. But I did try something like that with like 3 tracks, but nowhere near the 120 like these guys got. This should be interesting. So this is only 2 people making all this sound. Okay, I'm with them. Wow. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, we're halfway through the song, and I'm just not sure if it's going to pick up from here. It kind of sounds like it's building, so they're definitely trying to make this feel like a video game, I guess, because there was some meter, or is it a location thing? I don't know, guys. I'm trying. But so it does have that video game feel to it. Knowing, boy, I've got to struggle on this one. Knowing that this is only two people really puts this entire production into perspective, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'll be real honest, and I don't know if I've ever said this on a video. I'm not 100% sure if I really am in love with this song, but I am completely impressed with it. There's a big difference. I can see how this would maybe be the background sounds of a video game. I could see that. I've seen my kids play them, well, quite a few years ago now, but I have seen my kids play them. In my mind, if I didn't know this was from a video game, I would say this sounds like an old traditional drinking song, especially when they're like, yeah. I feel like we should all be raising our beers and cheering, but I don't know. Hats off to Peter for pulling off those vocals. Holy cow. And it sounds like a huge chorus singing. That had to take some time. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and play this to the end. I just don't know what I can add other than, wow, this sounds really cool. So let me see if I can come up with something while we're listening to this. I'm trying to find out, are these two hunting each other? I'll say yes. Yeah. Uh-oh. No. Let me play this a little bit more.
This is Peter Hollens.
Hi guys.
He's an amazing singer. So you have to go check out his channel.
Yes.
Right there, the link. And you gotta subscribe to him. He's got awesome stuff.
And she has better stuff, so you should subscribe to her first.
No, subscribe to him.
No, but you should, no, but I'm serious. It's pretty
Okay.
So I wonder how long this took them to do that. That was pretty impressive. That was an interesting ending. I wasn't quite ready. I know I'm not 100% sold on the song, but I wasn't ready for it to end. That must mean something, right? I kind of feel like I got ripped off just a little bit. It got to that moment. She was ready to take him down. I wanted to scream to him, put on your cloak of invisibility or whatever you have. And all of a sudden it just stopped. I would have liked maybe just to mix it up a little bit, maybe just for a second or two, just a solo vocal. Not a lot. Maybe the song didn't even call for it. I don't know. but I would have just liked to hear just a single vocal just for a couple of seconds in that song. I just think it would have added like another layer of interest. Oops, I had to cut that. My phone rang. I keep forgetting to turn this darn thing off. I think I left off when I was talking about a solo voice. They did, in their defense, they were able to bring the intensity of the song up and down a couple times. So that was good. I'm glad at least they did that. I still would have liked to hear just a solo voice in there at one point. There's no denying this song is incredibly powerful and really an amazing accomplishment. So hats off to both of them. I think they've done a good job. If you're a gamer, you probably think this is the best song ever to come out. If you're not, it's just a really cool song, but not one I would necessarily want to listen to all day long. They did a really amazing job on it, though. I don't want you to walk away from this thinking I didn't like it, because it was a good song. It's just not something I would put on my playlist a lot. Okay, I'll be right back for my final thoughts, as if those weren't them already. Hold on. Okay, I'm back for final thoughts. You know, just as I was getting ready to turn the camera on, these things started bouncing around on the screen. And to me at first, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like orbs dancing on my monitor. And then I realized I think it's just dust flying in the air. Oh, well, the orbs sound way more interesting, especially after coming off a song like that. This is one you definitely could not say, wow, I'd like to see that live, because it would be one voice and one violin. It just wouldn't have the same impact. What we have here is relatively younger artists, incredibly talented people, and they could be pretty much near the top of their careers at this point. So they're that good right now, and it shows. Not everyone would be able to pull this off like they did. I did like the balance of the stronger parts and then the softer parts. But like I said earlier, I just kind of wish that they put one small part in there that could have been like a solo voice. Maybe it wouldn't have fit. I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the song itself, but I am a huge fan of what they've managed to accomplish here. What a wonderful thing they put out, and hats off to both of them. I love the concept of taking one or two people and creating something so much larger than what they're starting out with. Amazing job. I'm still going to, even though I wasn't nuts about the song, I'm still really anxious to hear the Game of Thrones version of the song they did. If they did it the same way, I'm not sure, but I'll find out in the next few weeks. I'll get around to doing a Game of Thrones, so keep an eye open for that. All right, guys, listen, thank you so much for checking out my video. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would subscribe to my channel, that'd be even better. And don't forget my Patreon page. All right, guys, have a great day. Peace out. Talk to you next time. Bye.